Hey folks, welcome back. Another Poem Master video. And today we're going to try the newly expanded sync grid of Marley Arcanine, which I actually do find pretty good. I actually do find pretty good, right? She probably got one of the biggest glow ups in terms of all these sync grids so far. Like, she's not the best one, but like in comparison to where she was before, she was probably one of the worst supports in the game, right? It's up there. Like, it's like her, Charon, and like Marlin. It's like between those three worst supports in the game. Although I do think she's probably a bit better than both, even at the time. But like, she's definitely like bottom 3, bottom 5 worst supports in the game. And now she's actually pretty good. She's actually pretty decent, because of the fact that like she doesn't really do anything particularly well. She just, well, I guess she's really good at buffing speed. But outside of that, right? She's, in terms of offensive buffs, she does have some here and there, right? Sparingly, but she is one of those units that mostly feel like, well, you're using her to top off someone. You're not really getting someone from 0 to 6, 0 to 3, but you're getting someone from 2 to 3, from 4 to 6, maybe, right? More so. So, yeah, that's really nice. She also has a decent ability to burn if you ever need that, right? In any multipliers that you throw in. She has pretty decent natural bulk, right? And really, really good HP. Pretty good defenses. She just doesn't have any, substantial defense buffs. You do have something like we're standing strong shielded that gives you some defense, but obviously that's not very, very great, right? You have hidden heal, which could help a bit on that front, but it's mostly stuff like, again, team sharp entry. You could have team or flag bearer on flame wheel if you need to buff physical defense. It's 40% chance, which is not that bad, but again, it's obviously really relatively slow. And there's also hype up as well, right, which is the same except for like special attack. There's stuff like group fire guard if you really need that as well, right, against fire type opponents. That could be cool. She has some like other sun stuff if you care. And yeah, that's what we got over here. So this is where we're gonna run sharp entry, right, to max out Red's crit, right? So because Red, you need a double training move, dire hit plus, right? He does get the +1 crit on his sync, but obviously you don't want that. You want to get that +1 sync in other places, so you can actually crit on your sync move. I'm not saying that +2 crit you can't crit, but obviously the chance is much lower. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and we also brought what was it called, flag bearer, right, over here for Red because of Haymaker. Obviously this is not the ideal support, right? By no means this is the ideal team comp, optimal team comp for Red, but it is an option, I guess, right? Just to see if we get a few procs for Haymaker over here on Red, right? So obviously increases sync a bit and speed, just so both Groudon and Charizard could spam moves, hopefully, right? So we'll see with Pep Rally. Let's see how this goes. We are running 2K Master Mode with offensive parameters, so we'll see how she tanks as well, right? Because that would obviously be a bit of an issue there too, right, in terms of tanking and such. So all right, let's get the speed in first. So as you can see, we do have, actually we probably should have went with like flame wheel to begin with, see if we could get the physical attack buffs in, right? So yeah, probably shouldn't have done speed yet, because like we really don't need speed right now because we're still trying to set up. No one's really using gauges, so probably should have done that first, honestly. All right, let's get the flame wheel in. They're gonna X speed all. We're gonna survive for at least one more turn, right? Again, she's not like a defensive powerhouse in terms of like a tank or whatever. We didn't get any. Look at that, terrible. Well, it looks like they're gonna brutal swing, so we're probably gonna survive one more round. In that case, let's just get some extra speed before she goes down, right? So that'll help for these two, and hopefully they survive long enough to finish the job, which looks like they will be finishing the job. And oh my god, it hit all 5, unless it has like, oh, it doesn't even have no quarter. It just hit 5 times. Okay, then if it didn't hit 5 times, she would have survived, but it hit 5 times, so what can we do? All right, well, let's try that again. We didn't get a single physical attack buff, unfortunately, over there. Wow. Okay. that was not very good. Let's try this again. Again, the chances of getting the physical attack buff isn't like crazy, but 40% is not like bad either, right? You would you would think you'd at least get +1 physical attack, right? If not +2 before your first sync at least, which is a decent amount in terms of Haymaker, right? So, it is what it is, right? Okay. Let's see if we get one here. There we go, there we go. Got a flag bearer there. Can get another flag bearer here as well. 2 would be really, really nice. 2 would be... How much is 2 again? Let me see. 2 is... 2 out of 6. A third of the buff. Whatever. That's 2/3. That's like 60-something%, right? So, that's not bad. That's not bad if we could actually get it. Okay, didn't we get it? I didn't even see. I was trying to calculate. Well, that was much better, at least. The results. Okay, we only got one. We only got one. So, it wasn't like a huge one over there. But, yeah. Again, I'm not saying you should... We're not going to be relying on Marley to give us that +6 and +3, right? We just need that, you know, +1, +2, right? +1 crit, +2 physical attack, special attack, whichever one you need. And again, she does all the other stuff as well, whether it's burn, right? Fire guard against fire type opponents. She's a very, very specific support. You can't really just run her with everything, right? Can't really just run her with everything, but especially in places like Gauntlet, where you are relatively limited with the units, the teams, right? A Marley could definitely be a very, very good cheap option over there, right? Again, cheap unit, throw it in there, throw it in with some unit that has +2 crit already, right? Maybe +4, because there's a lot of units like that. A lot of units that have, you know, whether it's only +1 crit every time on their training move or just regular dire hit, and there's there's a hell of a bunch of units that have X attack or X special attack, right, which gives you only +4, and then Marley could chip in with a bit of the rest, and, you know, get certain other Legendary Gauntlet units, such as, you know, Cobalion. Maybe Cobalion not the best example. You know, some are weak to status condition. You can throw in there. You have a very, very, you know, solid chance of burning the opponent. You also have Scorcher if you want a bit more damage from the burn, although it's generally not that big of a deal, right? And obviously speed. Speed's just one of the, you know, best stats to buff in the game, especially if you're trying to run multiple damage healers. Got to keep up with the gauges, right? So anyways, that's where this one, I guess. Hope you all gentlemen, guys, think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video, subscribe to my channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. I'll see you guys in the next one.